They're number one right now. And it won't last long though. As soon as they start playing some SEC teams, they'll be number 10.
So, have you eaten at the steakhouse out on the interstate, like 30 minutes west of Oxford?
Okay, guys.
All right.
Woo, some technical difficulties, but we made it. And
All right.
Well, that's okay.
Now that now that
just
we're
talking
on, we'll
football.
just be quiet.
good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everybody be quiet.
need to set things up right here. Okay. Let me get this right. Okay.
All right, remember, everybody, suck in your guts.
Yeah.
Woo. Okay, so welcome back to another WCN Live here in the Wilson County News. And my name is Kristen Weaver, Director of Operations, and I have some wonderful guests today. Just introduce yourself by name real quick.
David Keith.
Jared Shaw.
And Bill Reed.
So nice to meet all of you and hear all your names now for the first time, except I knew Jared. Oh, goodness. So sorry if you had seen our first little post there. We had some technical difficulties, but we're on now, so hopefully y'all can join and watch this video. Good morning, Brian. Good to see you. Thanks for joining in. First, I want to thank our wonderful sponsor, Squeak's Convenience Store. Check out their unique snacks and cold, refreshing drinks, and you can try your luck at the oldest, luckiest, and friendliest stop in town. Thank you so much, Squeaks, for your sponsorship of WCN Live. We appreciate you, and they're tagged in the description of this video. Good morning, Elaine. Thanks for letting me know we're here. All right. So that is the first thing we need to do. The second thing, and I didn't tell you we were doing this, but we have a comment contest. So we have a couple of people who have already posted comments. When you do that, post a comment while we're live, and your name will go into the drawing for the next time that we're on, which will be next week. So if y'all could draw a winner, please.
You got to make sure it's good.
All right, thank you very much. So our winner is Sharon Pullman, and she is going to receive a C Street gift shop goodie bag. So we'll have that for you, Sharon. I'll reach out to you after the video on Facebook Messenger. Congratulations. Okay, hey, good morning, Derek. Glad you're here. Let me share this video to my page real quick. Cool. All right, well, let's get started with our conversation. It's a very timely topic. So glad to have the American Legion Post 38 representing today. So let's start with some introductions. So you said your names, and just, tell us how you're associated with the American Legion, maybe a little bit about where you served, and we'll just kind of go through each of you and see where that takes us. Who wants to start?
I'm Bill Reed, and I was in the Air Force along with my wife. She was an Air Force member as well, and we served at Moody Air Force Base in Valdosta, Georgia, but we went all over from there. That was a TDY base. You go temporary duty assignment all over the nation, and but we were there in the mid 80s, so that should tell everybody a general age.
Yeah.
But we had F4s and F-16s there. It was a TAC base, Tactical Air Command base, and then after we got out, we came back to Texas,
Awesome.
and now we're living in Floresville, and we're happy to be here and a part of the community.
Great. How long have you been in Floresville?
We've been in Floresville for approximately a little over 4 years
Okay.
now. We were in the San Antonio area before my wife took her final nursing job as a federal nurse on the Apache Indian Reservation in the White Mountains of Arizona. And we spent a little over 6 years there. And when we came back, we knew we did not want to be within the city limits of San Antonio. So we started hunting, and we found the Floresville community, and we really fell in love. And so we're happy to be here and happy to be a part of the community and serve in the community.
Great.
And what's your job within the Legion?
Well, within the Legion, my wife and I are both Legion members because we were active duty military, but we are also bringing the American Legion Riders program for motorcycle riders to the Floresville area and to Post 38. So previously we were a part of this organization and other posts, and we've got some experience with that, and so we were happy to come down here and help get this restarted and started back out on the right foot so this program can grow in our area. And we're looking for veterans, sons, daughters, grandchildren of veterans to come and be a part of this group that we have of American Legion Riders. And we do a lot of good work, and it's important work, and we're the cavalry of the American Legion. So
Great. Okay. Well, good. Let's segue to.
All right, so I'm Jared Shaw. I was in the Army from 1989 until 2016. Yeah, 2016. I was an intel guy that whole time, and I was stationed between 3 different places, but I got to see the world. So it was either Fort Meade, Maryland, at the mothership for NSA, or right here in Texas, or doing the more dirty work out in Hawaii. Somebody's got to do it. So yeah, those were the 3 places I was stationed. But I got deployments all over. Afghanistan, Iraq, Korea, Thailand, Africa. It was all fun. I really enjoyed it. And now I am very proud to be the commander here at Post 38.
Awesome.
we're lucky to have you.
Awesome. Great. Okay. And how about you?
And I'm David Keith. I served in the Army from 84 till 94. I did a little bit of everything. Started as a clerk typist. I went to OCS, got commissioned and flight school, and ended up here in San Antonio from 91 to 94, flying out of Martindale Army Airfield in the UH-1. Here at the Legion, I am the judge advocate, which translates to parliamentarian for those people that are interested in committee work. I also do, my big job is scouting. I've been doing scouting since, seems like forever, but 13 years. This year is 13 years of working with the Cub Scout Pack 114 and Troop 114 Boy Scouts.
Cool.
And I think that I don't do very much though.
Oh,
just
really?
whatever they tell me to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is not true. He does a lot. He's
Wow.
one of the backbones of
Yeah.
our organization.
Yeah. Okay, well, lead us in informing us about what the American Legion does as a service in our communities.
Okay,
and for
so
veterans.
we'll give you a little bit of background and history on the American Legion. We'll have to go all the way back to World War I. And as World War I was closing, the officers and enlisted that were in that horrible battle in Europe got together and said, we need to come together and form an organization for veterans, by veterans. And they formed the American Legion in 1919, about 6 months before the war ended. And it became, and still is, one of the biggest organizations to do lobbying work on behalf of veterans throughout America. There's posts in all 50 states, and we are Post 38 here in Texas of the Department of Texas. And we do something within the community monthly. We do a whole lot. I've got a whole laundry list of things that I wrote down. I don't know if we'll have time to get to it all, but it's mostly things to either educate veterans, to something to benefit them directly, either through service or monetary donation, or to try to provide an opportunity for veterans to come together and seek solace from one another.
Nice. Yeah, so we were talking about earlier, so how many about you were sharing like the health of this post? You have, y'all are doing great. You've got a number of members. Tell me a little bit
So
about
we
that.
have, as of Monday, our official stats were 228 members within Post 38. We're always seeking more because every organization, in order to thrive and succeed, needs to continually recruit and retain people. There's a lot of veterans in Wilson County, a lot more than 228.
Sure.
I think we can agree, more than 228. And for us to be even more successful in the community and provide the things that we're trying to do, we need more veterans to step up and say, hey, you know what? I'm not done yet. And I would really like to participate in something similar to what they did in the service, because there's a lot of selfless service that goes into just becoming a service member. There's a lot of selfless service in joining an organization that continues that tradition of giving back to your community, being a part of the solution.
Right. Right. So this is the perfect organization for the service members who've just stepped away from that career, and they're looking for something, and they don't even know it. But this is where
And-
they can come together and
Yeah,
find
and I
purpose,
will
right?
hand it off to the folks on my left and right, in that there's a lot of aspects to joining the Legion that if you are big on trying to educate folks, we have something for them.
Okay.
If you're someone who wants to be active in politics, you can be a member who is the go-between for the county veteran service officer,
Okay.
so that you can participate in any of the updates that are occurring in Washington. Will filter down, and they can be the person who gets the word out to our members.
Wow.
We have people that want to make sure that people get memorialized correctly, and
Okay.
I'll let him talk about that here in just a second. And
Okay.
those that want to bring up kids with character and morals, that you want your kids to join Boy Scouts, we support and encourage families to raise their kids right. It's part of our charter.
Yeah.
Our charter actually says, to be a part of a 100% Americanism in all the things that are responsible for being an American, and that is raising your kids right, honoring the flag, and God and country are right there in the first sentence of our preamble. So we'll start with the younger kids, and we'll work our way up to the older ones.
Right. Right.
So with scouting, I'll start with
Yeah.
the best sales speech that I can come up with for a parent is, there's nothing you can have your children do between starting school and turning 18 years old that will stay on their record for the rest of their life, other than obtaining Eagle Scout through the Boy Scouts or the Gold Award through Girl Scouts. And those kids that go through that process, even though we do a lot more having fun during that time, but those kids that do make it to the top, and in those classes, as I was becoming a grown-up, when somebody asked how many Eagle Scouts are here, how many Gold Award Girl Scouts are here, there's very few of those out there in the world.
Right.
So parents are constantly thinking about, what can I do for my kid? And I know sports and all kinds of activities, doing well in school. And later on, we may talk about oratorical that we support, which is a leadership speech debate type thing that we do, or we're trying to get better at doing. But Boy Scouts is something that, that is the final goal, if you
Okay.
can make it there. And it takes a lot. It's not easy. We don't give it away. We're never going to give it away. If you earn it, then you have earned it. But during that process, everybody, and I talked to a man he was about 72 10 years ago, and he never made it past second class, but it was his favorite thing in his memory of his youth and growing up in Floresville, and he was still a Floresville resident at the time. And it was the going camping and figuring out how to do things with, not just talk about it, but actually take some sticks and some rope and build something that you can actually use at the time you're there.
Yeah.
And so our repurposing, our constant thinking about anything, we don't throw nothing away. If we can't figure out what to do with it right now, we'll save it and
Save it for
repurpose
later.
it later. And that teaches Thrifty at the same time that they're learning how to be friendly and obedient, clean and reverent. A lot of things that go into, if you're concentrating on those 12 steps of the law. And I think Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts is it's one of the ways you can learn that in our community.
Right.
But the Eagle Scout or the Girl Scout, which is a different organization, but they have the same award also.
Right.
And I can't recommend anything more strongly than that.
And there's always room for more.
Right.
And there's always room.
True.
What do you recommend parents do to get involved with Boy Scouts?
So
Cub
we
Scouts?
we are Mr. King and I are available at the American Legion. We meet at the American Legion. Sundays at
Okay.
4 o'clock is our go-to time if you're just driving by and want to stop by. The American Legion isn't open every day.
Okay.
We're trying to get it open on Thursday evenings as we build more activities. But Sundays is Scout Day for Troop 114, and we try to be there. But I don't mind if you post my number, or you can leave a note at the American Legion, and we'll get back to you. But it is just
Okay.
come by on a Sunday and visit.
Right. And speaking of the American Legion, your hall that you have, tell us the address. It's just right here downtown. So it's been a staple of our downtown area for
It's
a long time.
1412 4th Street,
4th Street.
directly across from the tax assessor's
That's
office. Yeah, you can't miss it. We've got a big cannon out there now.
You do.
So that was a
pretty
recent
nice.
addition this summer.
Yeah.
Very proud to do that, and we stand on the shoulders of past commanders. It took 10 years to get that cannon out there.
Wow.
And we're still working on getting it
Yeah.
finished. I
Yep.
will get it finished.
So the initial
That's cool.
request was made 10 years ago by a commander at that time, and it has taken 4 commanders later to make it happen.
Does it work?
No, they
Did it
make
used
sure
to work?
that it
It's
used to work.
decommissioned.
It has been decommissioned, and
Ah,
there is no firing pin, and
Okay.
other things are missing from it to make it
Good.
working.
Well, I mean, it's not just a statue. I mean, it was a functioning.
And it represents
at the time.
something of our history, which is
Absolutely.
really nice.
Very good. Okay. Well, that.
And Bill was gonna go through the riders, I believe.
Oh,
Okay,
sure.
let's talk about
Listening to you, David, it reminded me that the American Legion Riders, one of our biggest missions is all over the nation, but particularly right here, our South Central Texas Legacy Run. Our South Central Texas Legacy Run has been so very successful in fundraising and raising money for the youth in our area. That is a scholarship fund that not only benefits us and South Central Texas, but the entire state of Texas and the entire nation. We were so good at what we did with raising that money that now we are mandated by the federal government to make sure that we're getting better at getting those scholarships out to the kids that need it. And so we have actually suspended the fundraising for that and moved on to a different reason for our funds and fundraising, because we have an account that was sustain itself now because of what we did. And that was a direct result of the riders. And so if you have a child whose parents, grandparents, great-grandparents were active duty service members, discharged with a DD 214 that has a honorable discharge, then those children are eligible to apply for those scholarships, and we encourage them to do so. We have more scholarships available, unfortunately, than get given out every year. Part of the problem is the counselors are not pushing those types of scholarships as much as some of the other scholarships that have a more prestige attached to them or whatnot. But this is important money and good money to go out to kids, especially if their parents are previous military members, and that in itself is very important. But we not only do that, but as a post, we just gave the ROTC
Correct.
a little bit of
The local chapter of ROTC here at Floresville High School, the Air Force Junior ROTC program.
that one.
So many letters. They are going to be receiving a combined check from several organizations next week at the Veterans Day ceremony that they're having at the high school at the flagpole at 9 o'clock on the 11th. Several of us are going to be there to help in the presentation. We're very proud to be a part of that.
Good.
Our local VSO, Veteran Service Officer Ray, here in town, right here in Floresville. My wife and I are part of his coalition, and with the fundraising that we did with that group, which is we're connected, but they're not a part of the American Legion. But we're definitely connected, and we work hand in hand. I think they were donating. Is it 2,000 or $2,500?
$2,000.
It's 2,000 because last year they had approximately 80 children in that program, and this year it ballooned, but. And they've got quite a bit more, and they were caught a little bit off guard when they were doing their budgeting. The school was doing their budgeting, so we were happy to come in and try to make up some of that shortfall, since it directly affects the recruiting and the type of person that the military gets. And
The Lavernia program for ROTC combined with the Floresville program.
I was wondering if that's what
Yep.
Yeah.
So
was a result of that.
it's not uncommon to see a Lavernia High School bus out there in the afternoons because
Right.
they'll bring out their ROTC cadets for the final 2 periods of the day.
That's great. Yeah, good to hear
So one other thing that we do an enormous amount of things, but the American Legion Riders, we get together. So the South Central Texas area goes as far up as Schulenburg, Round Rock, and it goes as far down as Farr and Mercedes, and of course everything in between. And so that's a large area, and there's a lot of American Legion Riders groups in that area. And all throughout the year, each one of them has their own fundraiser, their own ride, their own events. And so through those events that the community comes and participates and gets a chance to meet and be a part of what we do, we raise money. And then that money, none of it is hoarded back for us for our own personal use. Of course, it's all distributed and given away to different organizations, whether it be scouting or whether it be Little League, baseball, softball, whether it be boys state, girls state, which is mock state government that's held in Austin every year. We send the American Legion Riders, we send quite a few kids to that, and it's free of charge to those kids and those parents, so they're able to participate in that.
Great.
But that's just a drop in the bucket
Right.
to what we do. We're here to help veterans and the children of veterans and the children in our community.
Okay. I lost my thought. Someone pick up from there.
Okay, so I'd like to just recap a year in the life of our Legion.
Okay.
So we'll start
Go for it.
with one of my favorite days, June 14th. And you might say, why June 14th? Well, June 14th is Flag Day. It's also the birthday of the United States Army. Go Army. Yep. So I'm surrounded by Air Force guys and even a couple of Marines in the Legion Hall. And that's one of the best things about the Legion is that we are able to poke each other and make fun, like, oh, silly Marine, and have good-hearted banter, you might say. But we all respect each other.
Yeah.
And so we respect each other by celebrating each other's holidays. So
Okay.
on the 14th of June, it's Flag Day. We have the Army's birthday, and for every service's birthday, we have a cake. And so the Army has a cake, and we have cake, and say, go Army.
Navy has a little cake.
Navy has a little tiny cake shaped like a boat. Air
Marines
Force
is this month.
Yeah, the Marines is this month, and they're all about it because they want to make sure that everybody knows that they were the only service that was chartered in a bar, and that bar is still in active use today.
Oh, wow.
So let that be a little bit of history to go out to everybody. But yeah, we'll start with Flag Day.
Okay.
We do have a drop box on the front porch. Thank you.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
supposed to
that's good.
tippy tap it.
I'm sorry.
We installed a drop box this past year, which really helped make sure that people that didn't know how to dispose of their flags could deposit it at our Legion Hall. You can't miss it. It's red, white, and blue, and it says "Drop your flags here." We take the flags and we ceremoniously and respectfully retire them with a ceremony. Then, July 4th, we proudly participate in activities celebrating America. Throughout the fall, we help support local communities. We are active during that super time on the second weekend in October that we all call Peanut Festival.
Okay.
We're out there trying to do what we can. And then getting into November and December, we're very active. This month is, obviously Veterans Day, also known as Armistice Day. It was originally called Armistice Day. And the Post 38, we partner with families and the loved ones buried out in the Fairview Cemetery, just off of 2505. They hold a remembrance ceremony on Veterans Day that we have unofficially adopted that cemetery as our own for Veterans Day. And a handful of us go out there. We dress in our Class A's, and we give a flag and a salute to every person that was buried in that cemetery who has a military affiliation. And I have to hand it to this cemetery. It goes way back, way back. Anybody that's interested in history, there are people that were born in the 1700s that are buried in that cemetery.
Wow.
It's truly amazing. So, and we do a ceremony where we read the names of the fallen that are there,
Nice.
and we definitely commemorate the date. Throughout December, we hold a Christmas basket meal program for veterans that are in need, because not everybody has it great. Some people fall on hard times. And they don't even need to be a member of our Legion. They just need to be a veteran. And so anybody within the sound of my voice, if they want to nominate somebody, annually we do 15 to 20 meal baskets that include everything for, at least a 4 to 6 person meal at Christmas time.
Nice.
And so we'd be happy to take their names and addresses, and we will find out what we can as far as how many that we can fulfill, and make sure that at least for one day out of the year they know that somebody out there cares and they have a good Christmas.
And if you're not a veteran that has a need for that, but you're a veteran that's doing very, very well, we'll happily take a donation from you to help grow this program and make it larger than what it is.
Okay.
So yeah, to get a hold of us for that, either call us on our phone number that's on our sign. I don't know the phone number on our sign because it rings directly to my cell phone. So whatever that number is, or you can send us a note in the mail, 1412 4th Street, or you could do something on our Legion Facebook page for our Riders page.
Okay.
Sure. On Facebook, we have American Legion Riders Facebook page, and it actually comes up as American Legion Riders Post 38 Floresville, and it's
Okay. I will be sure and
it's
add
easy
that.
to find. And once you find it, you just hit the join button. It'll ask you 2 simple questions regarding do you support the American Legion, and that would be a yes. And then do you support 100% Americanism, which we discussed earlier, and that would, of course, be a yes also. So it's very easy to join, and that's a great place to get information about not only the American Legion and their events, because we post everything that we're doing and everything in our surrounding area and our sister legions, but everything that the riders are doing in our town and the surrounding area. So it's a great place to grab your information from.
Excellent.
So also in December, we're about to close out our annual gun and prize raffle. This is one of the major things that we do to raise money for our continuing operation of the Post. So it's important that we do this every year, and it gives an opportunity, because we go out in the community and we sit out in front of McCoy's. The people that are very happy to see us, the local organizations and businesses, Track Supply, McCoy's, Lissy and Eckel. Am I missing one? Eagle Ford Signs, very supportive of the actions of Post 38, and they allow us to market our raffle tickets.
Great.
We're going to be holding our raffle ticket draw on
December the 11th, Thursday evening at 7 p.m. We will text the winners by midnight, and then we will provide a free brunch: pancake, sausage, bacon, eggs, and what you want to drink for the winner and a guest on Sunday following the drawing, so that everybody can come to one place, pick up their prizes. We have 16 prizes, $10 a ticket. If you want to be an instant winner, I'll sell you 5 for $50 and give you one for free. We even got a little bit.
You can see he's pretty practiced at his sales pitch. He is one of our best salesmen at selling the raffle tickets, and we're we're almost to the end. We've only got a couple hundred left.
400 tickets left.
400
Everybody
tickets.
went deer hunting last Saturday.
Yep.
I noticed that you weren't there, so we will still be selling.
He's talking to you because you went deer hunting.
Yeah.
That's right.
So also in December, we're having our Christmas party for Legion members and their families on December 19th. It's going to be at our post hall. Just something for members and everybody just to come together. It's before Christmas. I know it's kind of close to Christmas, but we're looking to build this out as a larger event. Next year, it's going to be likely at a bigger facility somewhere here in Wilson County that we will hopefully be able to get 150 or more people so that we can have a more formal event
Right.
and it goes back to military tradition.
A Christmas ball, a military
Christmas
ball.
ball.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
that's what we're working towards, and I think that our planning process is going to start pretty much in January to get this thing going for next December.
It's exciting.
Yep. And to round out the year, by May, we have our community-wide Memorial Day event. We bring in a speaker from out of town, or the speaker will be from a different service every year. So we don't always hear from the Army, because we get complaints about it's always Army focused. But we even have Coast Guard. And that is the hardest one to find. Well, that and Space Force. But we've had Coast Guard speakers in the past, and you get a different viewpoint from the different speakers on their service, what Memorial Day means to them, what they try to get across to you. And for those that do come and attend that, it is a very emotional thing where everybody walks away a little bit changed because they touched on your heart because you're there for a reason, because you're a good American. But it's also, you come there with your heart wide open to hear about somebody who has potentially lost somebody that was near and dear to them.
Yeah.
So it's very important that we celebrate Memorial Day, and we're happy to do it and be the focal point here in Floresville for that.
And following the wreath laying
Laying, okay.
ceremony.
Kentucky education.
Well, Kentucky something.
Okay.
Following the wreath, we serve free hamburgers and hot dogs to whoever is there. Doesn't matter if you're a veteran or not.
Okay.
If you're there, we will feed you following the ceremony.
Good, good. So, circle back to Veterans Day, since that's upon us, and tell us something about Veterans Day and how you'll, again, it might have been mentioned, but I think we should circle back to that.
Veterans Day is really important in that it's a day for all veterans. Memorial Day is set aside just for those that died. Veterans Day is for anybody who ever served in the armed forces for America. And there's a lot of unsung heroes out there that they did their part. They did extremely important things, and they know that what they did was important. A lot of veterans choose not to highlight themselves because we're all so very self-deprecating. We're like, I was just doing my job, saved 3 people's lives. You're like, what? Yeah. So you need to be able to have a moment where you talk to grandpa or grandma, because that's one of the really important things about our history is that we need to know what happened. And we all have family members that have served, and you go talk to grandpa, it's like, Grandpa, what'd you do back in WW2? Well, and you get the conversation started.
Yeah.
So for me, a day like Veterans Day is so important that we keep our history and tradition alive. And by having these ceremonies like what we're doing at the high school next Tuesday, next Tuesday, is that it's not just for the veterans that are there that are going to be highlighted. It's that the younger generation that's going to be there to be present for that, to witness it, and hear some of the great things that the people that came before them have endured and came through the other side, a changed man or changed woman, and say, you know what, I want to be a part of that. And it's great for America, and that those ROTC kids they get to see it's more than just putting on this uniform. It symbolizes something bigger than ourselves.
Right.
So very important that we support ceremonies like that, and it branches out into the other things that we do. So
And Tuesdays at the school is, you said at tell us the logistics again.
so it's right off of 10th Street. You make the turn up the little hill towards the main entrance to the high school. The flagpole with the tiger and the jaguar right there off of the parking lot next to the auditorium. If it is inclement weather that day, the ceremony is going to be moved to the auditorium adjacent to the flagpole.
Okay, good to know. And the time?
Starts at 9. It should be, I believe, concluded by 10, and there will be light refreshments afterward.
Great. And, we're kind of in, anything else that you'd like to share that pops up right now? Because I'd say, then, if not, then I'd say mention the next thing you want to remind everybody of as far as, your next service project or the event after Veterans Day.
Well, something that our post is a part of, but we weren't the post that brought it in. So Seguin, Post 245, they have brought in the traveling Vietnam Wall.
Right, I saw
And
that.
so that will be there all the week of the 10th through the 15th. So that's very important and very difficult to get during Veterans Day
Yeah,
week.
it is.
And so our American Legion riders, along with Seguin 245, 179 New Braunfels, us at Post 38, will be escorting that in along with some of our other riders that will be joining in, and other biking organizations and motorcycle groups will be escorting that wall in to Seguin, and of course helping with getting it set up. And it'll be, I'm not sure if we've decided yet, but it'll either be at the baseball field or in the parking lot of the football field at Rattler Stadium there in
Cool.
Seguin.
I'm glad you mentioned
So very important to go by and see that, to actually touch that wall. They encourage you to touch it. They want you to walk through and feel it and see it. And it is a mini version of the permanent monument, but it is still moving. And I would encourage everybody to hold their nose and go to Seguin and, and visit that wall.
And while you're there in Seguin, there is the largest wooden memorial, the Sons of the Legion in Seguin. Outside in the parking lot, they have a building covering it, but it is open, I believe,
It is.
24 hours a day. And it is a fantastic thing to go and see. It's a wooden carving.
Yeah, chainsaw carved, hand carved, and it is all out of one piece, and it is outstanding. And New Braunfels has one as well of a Vietnam War era dog, service dog, and it's pretty good size as well.
Cool.
But there's a lot of stuff, a lot of monuments, a lot of things to see at every American Legion. And so when we're riding through American Legions, it'll pop up. We're sending a picture or video of what we see at that particular Legion, and some guys will pop up and say, I remember that, I've seen that, or wow, I didn't see that, now I got to put it on my list to go see. And
Right.
so
Great.
So my parting thing would be, if you are a member of Post 38, but it's been a while since you actually came to a meeting, you are more than welcome to come back and attend a meeting, because we could use you. Everybody still has something left in the tank. It's still the second Thursday of every month. Starts at 7 for dinner, when we have fellowship for about an hour. You get to move around, have a really good meal, free of charge, of course. And for an hour, you get to talk to other veterans and catch up, people that you might not have seen for a while. If you're not currently a member, we are always accepting new members. It's $40 a month. $40 a year.
annual.
The annual membership is $40. So all you got to do is fill out a little. The application is about the size of a postcard, and be prepared to bring a copy of your DD-214 at some time. So, you can still be on active duty and become a member, because you are currently serving.
Yeah.
So you can be an active member, you can be retired, or you could have served, 3 years and gotten out, and like, hey, you know what? You still qualify to become a member of the American Legion. You don't have to have been deployed to a foreign war.
Right.
That's the VFW. So VFW, you have to have been deployed to a foreign war. We are just any veteran that has served at any time in their life,
Nice.
and we're more than happy to accept you.
Great.
If the formal meeting isn't your style, you just want to dip your toe in the pool and see what are these people about. Come the third Thursday of the month, and we have our Veterans Tailgate. Bring your own beverage of choice. We still have free food available, courtesy of our second best cook in the Legion. Amos is our best cook. David is our second best cook. And
Whoever is available to warm up the left.
so, yeah, if you just want to come, try it on for size, come out the third Thursday to our parking lot, and there's usually at least a half a dozen folks there, or a dozen, that are willing to accept you with open arms, give you a handshake, and say, hey, welcome.
Nice.
There's another way to be a part of the American Legion as well. You can become a part of the American Legion through the auxiliary, which is most of the time wives, spouses of active duty members. That's what usually makes up the American Legion auxiliary. But there are legions that have men in the auxiliary as well, but primarily it's a female organization. And then, of course, there's the sons of the American Legion.
Right.
So if your father, your grandfather served, then you are welcomed with open arms to become a part of our American Legion community by being the part of the sons of the American Legion. And we're happy to have you guys come and join us as well. And an active sons group is a big part of the backbone of what we do, because they are the support staff behind what we do, and they're usually the smarter people because they didn't join, so they bypassed it.
Yeah.
Great. And then,
Do you have anything
you
else?
have
No.
okay, then,
I'll do
End it with Boy
the
Scouts.
views one more time, but before we end, I want to highlight, he's already mentioned it, but the supporters here in the community, Eagle Ford Sign is a huge supporter of the American Legion. Jim Miller is a member of the Legion, and he is a veteran, has lots of service under his belt, and he goes above and beyond anybody else as far as financial and
Donation of is
his intellect, his ability to do things, plus his financial support is just without question. And then McCoy's and Lysian-Eccles this year for our annual gun raffle tickets have just they've just given us their front porch,
Oh, that's great.
and their customers have done a great job of buying up all of our tickets, almost all of them,
Yeah.
except for you deer hunters. You got to come back this Saturday and buy your tickets.
and we'll be out in front of.
We're going, because we was intending last week we don't have confirmation yet for this Saturday. We thought we were going to be finished. Deer season, man, I tell you, that's killer. But we also, another fundraiser that I want to make sure to put out there, we rent our hall. We don't have an active bar
Absolutely.
there.
Yeah.
okay.
A lot of our fundraising comes from that being a meeting place. We have 100 capacity for 100 people to be
It's a great
seated.
location.
So we have big grass areas, so you can bring
Right.
200 to it. Just get them in out of the rain, though. It's 100 people. On the membership, I don't really try to sell membership. I invite veterans to come and visit and eat with us. If you want to join, that's fantastic. But then when we're renting it out, if you're a veteran and you want to rent it, we give a $100 discount to our membership. For $40
Yeah.
you save for that
Yeah.
year doing that.
Great.
And then the other thing, he touched on other activities with the Legion that are attached to it. I've already mentioned Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. Boy State and Girl State,
Yeah.
that's for juniors in high school when they complete their junior year.
Yep.
It's only juniors, so the boys go to Austin. I believe the girls go to here in to the
Texas Lutheran?
Texas Lutheran.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I got a little gap there. But Boy State in Austin that I know a little bit about, the American Legion across the country, 100% pays for it and operates it and does everything that they do. And like he said, it's a mock government
Right.
thing for 7 days. And it is a fantastic opportunity for that person that is at the top of their game at 16, 17 years old, that is already not afraid to get up and talk in front of people. But 1,200 juniors, young men, show up in Austin. And this past June, 1,200 and some odd number showed up and they competed. And that's happening in all 50 states.
Right.
And at the end of the week, the 3 winners that get elected governor, House Speaker, and maybe it's Lieutenant Governor, they go on to Washington, D.C., and all 50 states send their winners, and they form a federal government
Yeah.
based on
Very cool.
what they
Yeah.
have already learned. So that, and it's completely paid for. The other thing that we are starting, and it'll be in about March, and for those kids that are in ROTC, FFA, 4-H, scouting, that are in leadership or have some experience in leadership, we are starting the contest for oratorical, which is based on Americanism. It's a 2 to 5 minute speech that we will, every post that participates has their own
It's like a debate team.
well,
Interesting.
except it's not debate. You're just giving a speech.
You're trying to win somebody over through
Right.
the power of your
And there's a
speech.
great scholarship attached to the winners of that.
Nice. Okay.
Not necessarily at the local level, but I think it's 25,000 at the national. The winner
Yep.
gets 25,000. So it is a good thing.
And you're going to kick that off in March.
Well, it will be, our part of it will be in the March timeframe in order for them to win here and then go on to
Get prepared to
district
go on to
later on.
Okay.
So
But-
it,
Again, we need to encourage youth to participate.
Right.
We have a lot of great programs. We just need people to step up and say, you know what, I'll try that, and be a participant in their own success.
Neat.
So, yeah, if you're out there and you have a grandson, grandchild that you think, hey, you know, they love to talk, you know, maybe that's something that you could impart on them and kick them our way, because we would love to see and support all these programs with the best that the Floresville area has to offer.
Absolutely. It's just everything that I've heard here is there's just such a wonderful opportunity on all the services that you're doing in the community and bringing up the veterans. So fantastic, guys. I learned, and I'm sure y'all did too, I learned so much about what you're doing. I can't believe all the things that you're involved in and just the branches that it all leads to. So this has been a wonderful conversation, reminding all of you that we talked about Boy Scouts. We talked about the Riders. American Legion Riders is part of the American Legion Post 38 here in Floresville. Their hall is located on 4th Street. You're just right here on the inside downtown area. So I know you're out there, and veterans, they want, they need you to join, and active service members, like you said, too, all of these wonderful things. So hopefully you'll reach somebody today with this message, and share this if there's someone that you know that can use this support. You're a support system too, this wonderful branch of our community. So thank you so much for this talk today. I hope that you got something out of it. I'd also like to thank all of you for your patience with our technical errors earlier, and that you joined us. Thanks for joining, Serena and Kathy Lopez, Victoria, Neela. Great to hear from all of you. Share this video. And also, I'll leave it with thanking our wonderful WCN Live sponsor, Squeak's Convenience Store, located just on the edge of downtown, actually, on F Street. But you need to check them out for their unique snacks, their refreshing drinks, and give your luck a try, because they are known as the oldest, luckiest, friendliest store and friendliest stop in town. So thank you, Squeak's, for your sponsorship. I guess that's it.
Thank you, Kristen. Really appreciate you hosting us.
Thank you. So
Thank
nice
you.
to meet
Thanks
all
for
of you.
having us.
send everybody out
Absolutely.
Thursday night.
That's right.
Looking
November
forward to
the
see some
13th.
new faces in our community
Yes,
coming
we
to our
hope
Legion.
so. Thank you. We'll see you next
Thank
time.
you.